In step 3, you're going to resize the rabbit head and put it into the correct position, and then you're also going to look at blend modes and see what they can do. So again, refer back to the poster and look at how it is blended into the image and to how much it takes up of the poster. So it's not quite halfway, it's less than that, okay? You could even get really specific and measure it if you wanted to, but in this instance we'll just do it by eye. And it's a little bit lighter than the one we've got here, so we want to look at that for the blend modes. So in order to move around, you need to make sure that your move tool is selected, shortcut V, and so then we can move it around wherever we want, okay? Size wise, in order to change that, we've got a few options. We can go obviously to file, edit, transform, and then scale, or shortcut is obviously Command T, and then that will obviously show our transform controls. To maintain proportions, you need to press Shift, and that will stop it from being kind of compressed into being too fat or too thin. So it means that obviously proportionally it is scaled smaller or larger. So in order to do that, obviously hold down Shift and then move it around until you feel happy that it's in the right place. So I would flick back to the poster again just to make sure it's in the right place. And once you're happy, obviously hit enter. So lots of people do get confused because it gets pixelated and they think that the image is pixelated itself, but it's actually just because you're in transform controls. So once you hit enter, you also need to then look at the blending options. The blending options are over in your layers here. You can double click on them and you can go through them this way, or you could just use the shortcut which is on the top of the layers palette, which is here. So if you click dissolve, you can see it makes a slight difference. And what I would recommend here is just going through all of them just so you can see what each one of them does. If you had a lighter image to work with, you would see it a lot more clearly. But as you can see, there's some differences being made here. I think lighten looks quite good actually in this case. And do make sure that you choose the right one that you're happy with. It doesn't have to be exact, it's just what you're happy with in this case, because you're going to then use that colour to then base the rest of your typography on. So I think I'm going to choose this one here. Okay, I think that one blends quite well. So once I'm happy, I'll leave that there and then move on to the next step.